Hi, my name is Jashanpreet Singh Kamboj, and I am here to discuss our task 5.1p. Uh, we have given a vector.cs file, tester.cs file, and inode.cs file. And we have to make the changes in the vector.cs file. Uh, now from line 144, uh, uh, in this method, it returns the node that comes before a given node uh, in the list. If the given node is null, it throws an exception. It also checks if the node exists in the list by ensuring both its previous and the next node are not null. If the node in the first in the list, it returns null. Otherwise, it returns the previous node. Now, next move to the next part. Uh, uh, at first, this method adds a new node with a given value at the beginning of the list. Uh, it uses the add between in method to insert the new node between the head node and the next node in the list. Uh, Now, at before, this method adds a new node with a given value before a specified node in the list. If the specified node is null or its next node is null, indicating it's not in the list, it throws an exception. It returns the newly added node by calling add between with appropriate parameters. Now next part, add after. This methods add a new node with a given value after a specified node in the list. If the specified node is null or its previous or next node is null, indicating it's not in the list, it throws an exception. It returns the newly added node by calling add between with the appropriate parameter. Now the clear method. This method clears all nodes from the list and resets to its initial state. It iterates through each node, setting its next and setting its next and the previous references to null. Finally, it resets the head and tail nodes and sets the count to 0. Now move to next part, the remove method. This method removes a specified node from the list. If the node is null, it throws an exception. It finds the node with the corresponding value and remove it by adjusting adjacent nodes. Uh, uh, Adjacent nodes. Now move to the next part. Remove first. Sorry, first we invalidate node. Uh, this help method invalidates a node by setting its next and the previous reference to null. And then remove first. This method remove the first node from the list. If the list is empty, it throws an exception. It adds the next reference of the head node uh, to skip to the first node and invalidates the removal node. And the last one, the removal last, this method removes the last node from the list. If the list is empty, it throws an exception. It adjusts the previous references of the tail node to keep the last node and invalidates the removal node. Uh, that's the code. Now we will run the code and get an output. Here is a valid output, as we can see. Thanks for it.